Here we are in the beautiful metropolitan area of Goldendale, where everyone's a winner. It's
out
like
in the middle of no place.
here we're.
Okay, is this a fairgrounds?
What's fair? Fair
Look
middle.
around.
Yeah, no, there it is, over there.
Is that it over there?
Yeah.
Behind the lock fence.
Shit.
All right.
There's a plane over there.
I don't think we can get up to it.
Ooh, there it is. Holy Christ. That is it right there. We can get out and look at it though.
In Washington State, which has been called ground zero for the COVID-19 outbreak, the state's leaders are preparing for a second round of infections, with isolation camps being set up near correctional facilities and even a remote location in Goldendale, Washington. Recently, KIRO Channel 7 News in Seattle ran a report on a facility that was being set up near the Maple Lane Correctional Facility in Thurston County, which is about 22 miles from Olympia, the capital of Washington State.
At Maple Lane Corrections Facility, the state health department is already taking steps to potentially turn this into an isolation and quarantine site. They've set up 3 RVs, a white tent, and extra fencing in case more coronavirus cases pop up.
On a tip from Washington Representative Matthew Shea, we were told that in a remote area of Washington called Goldendale, there was a similar facility which certainly was quite out of the way. An isolation facility is there under lock and key. A huge gate blocks a road that leads to rows of trailers that are available to house those with COVID-19. While many isolation facilities in Washington are either on or near hospitals and correctional facilities, this site is remote, with a small airstrip to the east that can be used to fly in the infected.
Can you imagine being taken from your home or taken somewhere, not knowing where you're going, and you land out here in the middle of nowhere in the country, and you're taken to a fairgrounds, an old abandoned fairgrounds where they have a watchtower. You saw the watchtower earlier. They have a little pillbox where they can watch you get admitted in and sign security papers. But so far, this is on the ready.
While this facility is not considered secret, it's one of the lesser-known facilities in Washington State, and many people suspect it may house those who do not wish to comply with any lockdown rules for round 2 of the pandemic that many authorities are saying could happen now that areas are opening up again. The Klickitat County Emergency Operations Center says the facility is for first responders, healthcare workers, wildland firefighters, Klickitat County residents, and non-county residents temporarily working in the county. They claim that the service will be completely voluntary. However, with no services for miles, no cell phone service, and perhaps no cable TV, the question is why anyone would want to be housed at the facility that consists of RVs in a virtual no man's land. What is most disconcerting is that there are probably more of these camps that were first constructed for such military containment camp programs as REX-84, Cable Splicer, and Garden Plot. The details of Cable Splicer and its sister projects called Red Light and Deep Shield have been simultaneously being implemented for mass containment if needed in the middle of a state emergency. Garden Plot was actually the classified portion of the Cable Splicer program, where not only would combatants be detained, but there are also provisions for using chemical and silent direct energy weapons in order to shut down entire areas for control. If any civil disturbance by a resistance group, religious organization, or other persons considered to be nonconformists takes place, under Appendix 3 to Annex B of Plan 55-2, it hereby gives all federal forces total power over the situation if local and state authorities cannot put down said dissenters. Annex A, Section B of Operation Garden Plot defines tax protesters, militia groups, religious cults, and general anti-government dissenters as disruptive elements. This calls for deadly force to be used against any extremist or dissident perpetrating any and all forms of civil disorder. Under Section D, a presidential executive order will authorize and direct the Secretary of Defense to use the armed forces of the United States to restore order by any means necessary. This is what we may have to look forward to in the months ahead and years to come, unless we can find some way to regain control over our runaway government. The government has made no secret of its plans. It's chilling to think about, but it's not surprising. In many ways, this is just more of the same heavy-handed tactics we've been seeing in recent years, but with one major difference. This COVID-19 state of emergency has invested government officials and those who view their lives as more valuable than ours with a sanctimonious, self-righteous, arrogant, big brother knows best approach to top-down governing, and the fallout can be seen far and wide. It's an ugly, self-serving mindset that views the needs, lives, and rights of we the people as insignificant when compared to those in power. It's sad to think that if you want to defend your rights, there's a makeshift camp waiting to be used. At the moment, there's a row of RVs kept in a remote area of Washington State. Nearby is a secret airstrip which is perfect for transferring the sick and those who do not wish to participate in the new normal.